guys, looky what we have here. So I'm really excited to kick off 2019 with some new gear, some new ideas, and some new goals for just everything in particular. You know, last year for me, it was a tough year for a lot of reasons, and some of you guys that know me personally know why. It was also a tough year for me in that I had a lot of goals for things I wanted to accomplish with FPV. I had found drones and, you know, all these people pulling off all these incredible maneuvers and doing all these really cool things, flying in really cool places. And my number one priority, it was finding who I was as a pilot. And I was able to accomplish a lot of that by means of this platform here. Now, I'm not going to get into all the details about what this is because I've got videos covering it. But what this is, and the reason I use the term platform, is because I didn't change one piece of gear in here. I mean, if something burnt out or I destroyed something, I damaged something, I replaced it, but I didn't change anything. I used the same motors, used the same flight controller, used the same ESC, used the same camera. Why? Consistency. Okay? But the long and short is, and a lot of this stuff doesn't really affect a lot about the flight performance and the behavior and the flight characteristics, right? But one thing that does, well, there's two things. The frame definitely affects it, but so do the motors. So, I'm on the hunt for something a little bit new and exciting, and these Xings really caught my attention. So let's take a look here. Now, I've actually had these since right before Christmas, and I haven't been able to do anything with them. Now, I could have put them on that old build right there, old Trustworthy, but I didn't want to do that. I was waiting, trying to wait. I was running out of patience here at the end. But thank God, Bob Ruge finally released, you know, him and Pyroflip were able to finally start shipping the Floss Glide. I've got two Floss Glide frames on the way. These motors are going on. The majority of these other guts are just going to be transferred. And here's to looking for some new pep in my step. Now these Xing motors come in a little heavier than the Sumax motors I was running. The Sumax motors for a 2207 were freakishly light. They came in at just over 29 grams or just under 30. And these Xing motors are coming in at about 31.7, 32 grams piece. So they're not a ton heavier, but they're definitely heavier. You know, so I'm talking 6 to 8 grams heavier across the entire quad. Shouldn't be a major deal. Now, the frame is going to weigh a little bit more too. So we'll see what we can do to get that down. I'm not willing to give up some of my TPU gear. It does a lot to protect things like, you know, my GoPro and to keep my transmitter antenna out of my props and things like that. I don't go crazy with the TPU, but one thing I'm not wavering on is this TPU GoPro mount. Anyway, back to the motors. So these things really created a lot of hype and really got my attention, and I decided it was time to jump on some premium motors that looked like they were going to be around for a while. Because those other motors, I caught on a massive sale because they're not being produced anymore. But you get enough of them, they last a while, is what it is, right? So these are 2207 2750 kV motors. Instead of the more common, at least it seems more common, to have 8mm bearings, these are sporting 9mm bearings. They're also sporting a titanium alloy shaft. The bell and base are manufactured out of 7075 T6 aluminum, so aircraft grade aluminum. They have a Kawasaki 1200 iron core. They're sporting N52H high temp magnets, and they've got 166 millimeters of 20 gauge wire. So all that coupled with a bell held on by a screw makes this pretty attractive. Nice modern offering. They're all over the place. Everybody's offering them. You can even find them on pretty good sales. I got a pretty good price on these before Christmas too. Woohoo! Black Friday. The windings are very neat, but they are single strand. They are not multi-strand, so you're going to lose a little bit of efficiency there, but these are touting a fair bit of efficiency in the higher throttle range. Somewhere between 60 and 80% is what I'm reading, so we'll see how that pans out. My build right now is very efficient. You know, now given I'm running 2300 kV motors, and those Sumaxes are wonderful, but you can't get them anymore. Now the packaging's really nice. We've all seen packaging like this before, you know, T-motor ring a bell. And inside they're tucked into some foam real nice. The hardware, it's not a ton of hardware. They only come with 4 screws and your M5 nylock nut to hold the props on. And to be honest, I really don't get caught up in the packaging. This doesn't serve much purpose to me. And if I could even save 25 cents per motor by having these things just come in a bag, I'd do it. Really looking forward to redefining my platform, putting some new sneakers on the quad, getting some new power underway. If you've come here before and never subscribed and you really appreciate the content, go ahead and click that icon right there and subscribe to the channel. If you like my content, you like some of the things I'm doing, go ahead and ring that bell so that you get alerted anytime I upload something new. And last, if you appreciate this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and even leave me a comment. Hell, if you don't like it, leave me a thumbs down and leave me a comment telling me what you don't like. Bring it on. And happy crashing.